So identify your role in the movement. Number 2, I encourage you to reimagine fundraising. Reimagine fundraising. I cannot tell you how many nonprofits and universities that I'm supporting now in terms of helping them in the current environment, particularly in the United States, but even some global nonprofits are challenged. So I encourage you to think beyond individual donors and begin to look at corporate partners and corporate sponsors. Okay? What does the Bible say? The wealth of the wicked is laid up for? Yes. There's a lot of funding out there, but you have to be intentional and strategic in accessing it. So today I've shared some important contacts. Number 1, convene. Christian CEOs, right? Like-minded. I encourage you to attend their national conference. Meet some of the Christian CEOs within your geographic markets. Most of them are the CEO of privately owned corporations. I have met some CEOs of publicly traded companies as part of Convene. Meet them. They're like-minded. They are the ones who can sign a check. The privately owned companies who are led by Christian CEOs, that's the proverbial sweet spot. I've also shared with you Christian ERGs. Look on LinkedIn. Reach out to the presidents of Christian ERGs within companies. They are the ones who can say, yes, we actually do have a budget for nonprofits, and here's the person you should speak out or reach out to. Or no, we do not fund that, so don't even waste your time. They're your entree into corporate America. The corporate chaplains, they have a network right there on site. So think about the companies, ladies and gentlemen, that are within your geographic territories, and think strategically about targeting these organizations. This is how I help my clients. So it's a way to think strategically where a lot of your nonprofit counterparts are not. Develop a biblically based strategic plan. Strategic plans are important for aligning your teams. Remember, we're dealing with a VUCA environment, so you want to make sure that your teams, your leaders, are equipped, that you all are in alignment as a team with the imperatives. And it also positions you quite well for grants. The most prestigious granting organizations, if you append a strategic plan to your application, that sets you apart from hundreds of other nonprofits or universities applying. Also, equip your team by offering biblically based leadership development programs. So this time next week, I will be in Pennsylvania conducting a 2.5-day program for a Christian nonprofit that's been around for 200 years. And the topic will be engaging C-suite executives for funding. Think about that. The CEO is a visionary and said, I'm not even certain we know what to say to engage a corporate executive. And so I'm going to take them through, what does that first email say? What does that first LinkedIn message say? Once you get the 30 minutes on their calendar, how do you take them through an executive briefing that presents you and your organization well? And then once you have to develop a proposal, how do you develop a solid proposal and present that proposal? 2.5 days. You want to make sure your folks are equipped to excel in a VUCA environment. It can't just be the same old. It cannot. Leading and managing through change is another topic that so many CEOs have engaged me to just make sure that their folks are cognizant of. What does that mean? What does that look like in terms of their organization? So make sure that you are equipping your team with the right leadership development, the right training. And then continue to drive sustainability and scalability by targeting a new generation of donors and corporate sponsors. At the Lausanne movement, there was quite a bit of discussion around Gen Z. And as many of you know, Gen Z are individuals who were born between 1997 and 2012. So I encourage you to think beyond just employing them or as staff members or as students, but get them on your advisory boards. Get them on your board of directors, your board of trustees. They can share insights on how to engage their peers. We have to think outside of the proverbial box. I cannot tell you how many times in the process of developing a strategic plan for my clients, I analyze the board of directors, and everyone's like 60 years old and older, and they want to engage a new generation. You've got to be strategic. You got to think strategic. You got to encourage your teams to think strategically. And then keep raising the bar of excellence. You would not be here if you did not have a spirit of excellence. That's evident. So keep raising the bar of excellence, because at the end of our journey, what we all want to hear is, well done, good and faithful servant, well done.
Yeah.
Thank you.
This is fantastic.